what we were discussing in last class? Oh, okay, okay. So yesterday power off now. So hope up to now you have completed code. Right? Now tell me, what are the problems of set method? I hope I dictated some points. First problem, set method. If number of fields are increased, we should increase the number of parameters. Then the method definition will become confusion to the user class programmer to call. That point completed yesterday. All right, on problem number 2. Problem number 2. Problem number 2. Problem number 1 written, right? Problem number 2. We cannot initialize or modify. We cannot initialize or modify each property individually. We cannot initialize or modify each property individually. Third problem, okay. That is a 2 problems, enough, hold it. Next, tell me now, here there is another problem is there. This set method has another problem which no need to write, okay, or else we will also write, no problem. And tell me now, third problem. Look at carefully from the test class developer, example class developer I develop example class and you are developing test class. Okay, na? Again repeating, example class I am developing, test class you are developing. Then will I give my source code to you? No, I will give only .class file to you. Then when I give .class file to you, how can I know what are the different methods available in my class? By using Java P command, right? For example, I want to use stringu class. Okay, I want to use a string class. String class methods. What are the methods of string class? I want to know. What you write? Java p, java dot, lang dot, string you will write. Java p, java dot string. Then string class contain all methods will be displayed to us. And now look at, these are the constructors available in string class. These are the methods available in string class. Look at here, caret of, what value I need to pass? Caret of, what parameters I need to pass? This value going on storing where? Do you have details here? No. So when you see the, okay, as a other programmer, you can see only method declaration. You don't see the logic of the method. If I see logic of the method, the first value 10 storing inside P value storing in X. Oh, now P representing X, Q representing Y, I know. But if I define method with the parameter P and Q, and if you don't see the logic, then I don't know P representing X and Y or Q representing X or Y. Are you following my point? If I take parameter names are different from the field names, user programmer cannot decide which parameter representing which field. Write down. Fourth problem. Fourth problem. If you take parameter names, if you choose, okay, in place of take, you can say choose. If you choose parameter name, if you choose parameter names different from field names, comma, method caller cannot decide which parameter is representing which field, which parameter is representing which field. Okay, hope you understand. Totally 3 problems we have. Completed, buddy? Huh. Solution, down you write solution. For all 3 problems, single solution. Define separate set method and get method. Define separate set and get method. Define separate set and get method for each field. With the parameter name. Same as field name. With the parameter name same as field name. And inside method logic, differentiate field from parameter. By using What? By using what? This keyword. By using this keyword. Okay. Now look at this method. P and Q variables we are removing here. In place of it, I am writing field XY. Then compiler throw error here, PQ if I write. Then I'm writing XY. If I write XY here, is there any compile time error? If I write XY, is there any compile time error? Yes, no compile time error. There is no compile time error, but the past parameters values are not stored inside fields. So we should write this dot. So this is the complete code you should write. But what is the problem in this complete code? But what is the problem? We cannot update individual fields separately. And if number of fields are increased, then understanding the order of, remembering the order of fields and passing correct values will become very tough. That's why what the solution to this problem? You have to provide separate set method for each property. Now I'm writing y value, I am separating it. Make it as one set method. And for y variable, I'm creating separate set method. And now tell me, look at this code and tell me, is there any compile time error? Is there any compile time error? Yes, there is a compile time error because set int. When you create method name as a set with multiple names, if you write same parameters or same signature is same, then compiler throw error. Then what the solution to this problem? What is the solution to this problem? You have to introduce the variable name in the method. Set X, set Y with the capital letters. Because method naming convention, second word, first letter must be capital now. Okay, set X and set Y. Which property you are, which field you are setting, that field name you use in the method name with the first letter, capital letter. Hope you all understand now. Then tell me how to set the values now. Earlier we called one set method to set both values, but now we have different set methods. Then how can I write different set methods? I have to call e1.setx, e1.setY. Two times I have to call by passing each value separately. And for modifying again, you should call e1.setx and e1.sety. Then for e2 object, you have to write separately again e2.setx, e2.sety, e2.setx, e2.sety. Hope you all understand. This is the right way of designing our application. Then tell me, I want to get, okay, for example, you take display method, e1.display, you return. Then what happened here? Now the display method, displaying all property values at a time. I don't want. For example, you take a bank application. In bank application, I want only IFSC code of the bank, or I want only branch MICR code of the branch. I want to know only one or two values, particular value of an object, but display method displaying all values. Then here I need separate method for each property to return to the programmer. Display method will display, getter method will return. So tell me what are the changes from setter method to getter method? Setter method will write setx of index. Setx method should take the value and set the value to the field. Whereas get method will not take any argument. It will read value from the current object. So there is no parameter to get method. So method name starts with get following by field name, no parameter. Get method must not print. Get method must return. For returning the value, there should be a return type other than void. The return type of the method will be same as a field. Now look at that. Getter method, how you writing? Set place get, no parameter, and parameter type will become as what? A return type of the method. And now return X. Hope you all understand. Tell me now. In place of display method, I want display the values by using get method. How can I display? Call each method separately. E1 dot get x, E1 dot get y, E2 dot get x, E2 dot get y. Okay. Hope you all understand. Write down as shown below. We must develop separate set method, get method as shown below. Write down example class. Class example int x into y, set x, set y. Write only these four and wait. Don't write display method. After set methods, we will write get methods. Don't write test class. Only write class example int x into y, set x, set y, and wait. Down you write getter methods following by display method. In a getter method, why I'm not writing this dot? That's what I told you. If you watch this keyword video, then you can answer correctly. You can understand these questions you don't ask. Whatever the tasks I am giving, you are not doing. And if I teach in the class, you say that I'm taking more days. All problems are you only creating. If I teach, you say I'm taking more time. If I don't teach and give videos, you don't watch and come back. This is not required to write, compiler will add. Because there is no variable shadowing. Inside this get method, there is no x variable created. Before in set method, we have x variable created. So do differentiate them. At least go and watch this keyword videos again. Completed an example class. Write down test class. We can display now x and y values either via get method or via display method. Right? Steps to create setter method, steps to create getter method. Completed? Completed? Okay. Can you develop now a small project by using setter getter methods? Write on this question and develop. I am not going to help you to write code, expecting you only write code for this question. So don't wait for me to complete program writing. Make it fast. We have 3 more points are there to write complete notes. Completed? Completed? Look at it. This is what I expected you to write. Check once. Now tell me, this is a student class, student number, student name, two fields, set SNO, int SNO, get SNO, written this dot SNO. Here I have written this dot SNO to confuse you. Really required or not required? Not required. In setter method, required. In getter method, not required. Set name and get name and display method. And now inside college class, main method, what should I do first? First I should create student class object. Tell me, when you create student class object is directly created? No. First S1 variable is created. Then first the student class must load into JVM. Na? S1 variable is created. This new keyword to create object, student class has to load into JVM. Currently, which class you are loading? College class. Java C, college.java. Okay. Then college class is loaded. In college class, student class has to load na JVM architecture chapter. I hope you remember. Static, non-static members. Without loading class into JVM, you cannot access the class and its members. So first is S1 variable created, new keyword, load the student class into JVM, finding are there any static variables? No. Are any static block? Read instance, allocate memory for non-static variables with the default values. A new keyword job completed. The new keyword calling constructor. Do you have any constructor here? No. Then which constructor available background? Default constructor available. Default constructor doesn't contain any initialization work, just leaving 0 null as it is. 10 stored pointing to it. Okay. This line has done two works, loading the class and instantiated. Then now I want to initialize. How many ways we can initialize? 4 ways. Number one, directly by accessing variables. S1.snv equal to 101, S1.sname equal to HK. Tell me, is this a way we are expecting to do that? No, we want to use setter getter method. So I am replacing with this with set method. S1.setSNO of 101. Here assignment operator become parenthesis. Okay, and the SNO variable becomes set SNO. S1 dot set SNO of 101. Then now tell me, if you call S1 dot set SNO of 101, is this value directly going on storing in this object? Please give me the execution flow. Is this value directly going on storing in this object? No, it's not storing directly inside object. It is not variable access, it is method access. So many students are feeling that value directly going on storing object, it is wrong. Then where it is going? It is going into method. Okay, into method, it is collecting two values, right? Current object reference and argument. Then according to method logic, values are storing in the object. Everybody understand that? So when you call a method, when you call setter method, directly values are not stored in the SNO variable. It is a wrong thought people are having. Now first it is go to method. According to the logic of this method, it will go into object. For example, if I write wrong logic, suppose if I write wrong logic, is that logic, is the value past value stored in the object? No. Sir, in my project, always values are storing. Yeah, in your project, the setter methods are correctly developed to store value in the object. In the written test exam, enter your target is what? Knowing whether you have know this point or not. Set method will not store a value inside object, whether you know or not, he wanted to test. For other purpose, he will do some mistake in the setter method logic, but you don't see the logic available inside setter method. Blindly setter, go and store. This is what the problem with the student's mindset. So when you call a method, you should go into the method. You have to look into the logic. According to logic, value stored or not, you have to take decision. So what happened here? First, the given current object reference and argument value 10 and 101 will be passed as argument to the method stored in this keyword 101, argument parameter variable argument value 101. And then 101 stored. Then this dot SNO equal SNO logic executed. SNO value 101 reading, pass it to the this dot SNO storing inside object 0 replace with 101. Hope you all understand the flow. Same way, when I call S1 dot set SName of HK, then the value directly stored? No. Current object reference, same object reference 1010, new argument HK is going into here. Here also this keyword created with the 1010, argument parameter name is stored with the argument HK. The SName value HK, copy into this dot SName, value going on storing inside SName variable in the current object, null replace with HK. Any doubts up to now? Tell me same way getter method how it work. For instance, if I remove this dot, values are copied or not copied. That is the wrong logic. SNO equal to SNO, SName equal to SName. If I write like wrong logic, values copied or not copied? Not copied. So please remember these points. Okay. Next, SOP in S1 dot get SName, S1 dot get SNO, S1 dot get SName. Now tell me here what happened. Because of S1 dot get SNO, value is reading from object directly. Yes or no? Say yes or no. No. Okay, people are having wrong imagination. Here also we'll go to method first. Current object reference sentence stored in the this keyword. And then return this dot SNO called. Okay, then SNO value reading from object return to calling place. Then 101 displayed on the console. Everyone understand that? So here value directly not stored here. Here value not directly reading from here. So this thought should be there in your mind. Get SNO. Again here also control will go to get SNO method. Reading SName value from object and returning to calling method. From here displaying HQ. Okay. So please write down this test case. I mean this object creation memory diagram. Execution flow also very important. Completed? Shall I go next point? Okay. Now I want to ask two questions here. Question number one. If you don't declare these variables as a private, you are still providing access to these variables to other programmer. Then what is the need of setter getter method? I define setter getter method to allow other programmer to access these two fields only via these two methods for getting code reusability, right? Then how can I force other programmer to access these two fields only via setter getter method, not directly by declaring them as private? So the one mistake I did is I didn't declare private. In next program, we should not allow them to access. We should make it as a private. Remember it. Second question. What is the difference between getter method and display method? I can display values by using display method also. Then why the use of getter method? Okay, write down notes. Difference between display method and getter method. Difference between display method and getter method. Display method can only display value on console. Display method can only display values on console. Next bullet point. Getter method will return that value to our program. Getter method will return that value to our program so that we can use that value number one either as okay, either for displaying on console. Number two, either for use that values in either for use that values in validations and calculations. Okay, so how many ways we can use get method? If I use display method, values are just displayed on console. Okay, if I use display method is just display value on the console. If I use getter method, it returns value to our program, so that number one, we can use that value just by displaying. Number two, we can use that value either in calculation or in validation. Okay, now the question. Above program student class, in above program student college class, we learn how to use getter method for display. Okay, now I want to use getter method to use in calculation. Okay, write down next bullet point. In above program, we use get method. In above program, we use get method for displaying values. In below program, in a below program, we'll use get method. We'll use get method for reading value to use in calculation. For reading value to use in calculation. Write down this question and try to develop by your own. First you try and I will help you to write code. Can I hope you completed? Do you know how to find the percentage? Current salary plus current salary into 20 by 100. Current salary into 20 by 100, right? So first what you need to do, develop a program to create the real world object employee in a programming world. What do you understand there? You have to create a class employee, open bracket, closed bracket, with the properties, employee number, employee name, salary, department. And tell me, you wanted to provide access to these variables for reading and modifying only via methods. So you must declare all these 4 fields as private. Okay. And now initialize above properties via setter methods. Then how many setter methods you have to create? 4. And read via getter method and display method. So I am not going to write setter getter methods for all properties because space problem. I'm only concentrating on salary. Remaining methods you can write, not a problem. So I want update salary. So I'm taking set sal, get sal methods only. And now class company, which contains main method, employee E1 equal to new employee. When I create employee object, what happened? Employee object is created E1 variable with all class loaded and 3 variables memory with the default values. Default values will get 0, null, 0.0. Now I want to initialize all 3 properties. Then what do you write? 3 setter methods. E1 dot set ENO, set ename, set salary. Now salary of this object is 1000. If you call display method, 101 HK 1000 is displayed. Now I want to increase the salary of the employee. For increasing salary of the employee, what I need to do? I have to first get the salary. How can I get the salary? If you want to increase the salary of employee, first I should know what is the salary of this employee. Na? So what you need to call E1 dot get salary stored in a local variable. First we bring the existing salary. Then now increase the salary by 20%. Double new salary equal to old salary plus old salary into 20 by 100. Now we got new salary, 20% hike salary. And then I need to set the salary to back to employee object. Na? So you should call E1 dot set sal of new sal. So get sal method for reading, set sal method for modifying. Hope you all understand. And you can write this code instead of this lengthy code. You can also write shortcut code. How can I write shortcut? Now, first you want to update the salary, na? So you call E dot set sal. You want to update with the hike. So get the salary, again get the salary, and multiply by 20 by 100. You got new salary. Okay. Now this E1 dot get sal 20 by 100, E1 dot get sal. This value we are returning to set sal method. Then finally we are displaying E1 dot get sal, output coming 1200. So check once all people able to develop this code. If I don't write this keyword, compiler will write this keyword. I no need to write. Okay, everyone understand about D? This is with the local variables approach, and this is a local variables approach, and this is direct approach. Any approach you can write. So I hope this program explained you how to use getter method for using in the calculation. Okay, and next, right, below program will show you below program will explain the usage of getter method in validation. Below program shows the usage of getter method in validation. Write down this program by your own. Again, I'm giving 5 minutes time, expecting all the people write code. Don't sit silently, please. Have you completed? Now, what I need to do? Develop a program to create real world object bank account in programming world. What does it mean? You have to write a class bank account, open bracket, close it bracket, with the properties, bank name, account number, active. Bank name is string, account number is long, active is what type? The account is active or not? What the account? What is the active variable name? It is a boolean. Okay, string, long, boolean. Okay, then provide access to above properties only via setter and getter methods to initialize, read, and modify its values. Okay, tell me. Set bank name, get bank name. Set account number, get account number. Set active. The method name is get active. What is the method name? Getter method name for boolean property variable. Again repeating. What is the getter method name for boolean property variable? For boolean property variable, getter method name should not start with get. It is a wrong idea. Why? Because the boolean property getter method will be used in if condition. If account one dot get active, not meaningful. If account one dot is active, then do one thing, else do other thing. So for the naming convention, method name is not starts with get, method name starts with is. Okay, write on that point here. Getter method naming convention for boolean property field. Write down. Getter method naming convention getter method naming convention for boolean property variable. For boolean property variable. Okay, the method name must be starts with either is. Getter method name must starts with either is or can or has. Is or can or has. Okay, now let's see now. Uh, uh, Now I'm taking only one property active. So now set active method as usual, this dot active equal to active, and then get active place I am writing is active and return active variable. Okay. And then how to write it? How to write main method of bank, create bank account object. Then tell me here bank account object created, then account one dot is active. Just I am reading and displaying. What is the value will come false. Okay, now I want to set to true. I want to make account active. Then first of all I am displaying. If I write just false, end user cannot understand what the meaning of false. I want to display true meaning, false meaning. So you have to use if condition. If account one dot is active, SOPLN active, else SOPLN no active. Okay, I have a question now. Think account dot is active place. If I write get, if account one dot get active, there is no meaning. That's why is active is meaningful. And then now here I want to set it to true. Then what do you write? Account one dot set active of true. What the meaning of account one dot set active of true? True value storing in the active variable in the account one object. Are you catching my point? So it is not active means it's not making physically active, just storing the value true so that physically it will become active. And then I want to display the true false like active not active. For that purpose I can use if else or I can use a ternary operator. I want to use a ternary operator. Look at there how to write single SOPLN account one dot is active question mark return active else question mark a colon is else question mark is if return active else return not active. Are you catching my point? Now this active not active will return to whom? SOPLN. SOPLN will display. So tell me account one dot is active will go to object. What is the value available? True. Read in the true and substituted. True means what? Return active. What is message display in the console? Active will be displayed. Earlier not active displayed. Now active will be displayed. This is how you need to work with getter methods. Hope all you understand. Can I feel that now you are strongly understand setter getter methods creation and their usage and execution flow? This is the complete syllabus. Please read all 14 points. Have you taken screenshot of this program? Take screenshot of this program and try in your system. Now this is the complete syllabus. Please read all points, every point covered or not. You want me to explain any point? Tell me, I will explain. All points covered, completed. So assignment I am giving you. Choose your own object, define static, non-static fields. Take bike object or laptop object. I explained 3 objects now. Take bike object or laptop object with the primitive variables referenced variables, Boolean type variables, provide access via setter and getter methods and display method. You try one example by your own. Okay. So what are the different usages of getter method? 3 usages: read and display, read and use in calculation, read and use in validation. What is the points we must consider in getter method name? If it is a Boolean primitive value and reference variable, then we can use get method as get. If we use a Boolean type, then method name should be starts with is or can or has, depending on the property doing work. Okay, right. So this is the syllabus. Now, setter getter methods also called as set xxx methods, get xxx. This is xxx is nothing but variable name. And a mutator and they are also called as a mutator. Mutator means modifying, accessor means reading. Any of the 3 names can be used. So practice well and see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll start learning. Tomorrow we'll start learning a constructor related. Okay. And I'm giving one assignment. Go through Google and search what is the difference between Java Bean and Pojo. There is a word called Java Bean and Pojo. Sometimes we call a class as a Java Bean. Sometimes we call class as a Pojo. What is the difference between Java Bean and Pojo? Try to search and find the difference, make a notes and come. So this is the today assignment to you. Okay, fine. So tomorrow we'll start constructor chapter. Thank you. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. If you have any questions in today's discussion, just post the doubts in our Facebook group. Okay, so that your seniors will answer, or if no one answering, I will answer. Thank you.